emotions you're feeling right now. Are you feeling regret, gratitude, compassion, jealousy, dread, delight? There are so many on there, but let me know if you feel safe enough to in the comments, and if you're struggling to identify your emotions, The Feelings Wheel by Dr. Gloria Wilcox is a wonderful resource to help you find the words for how you are truly feeling. So, emotions are feedback. They are there to guide us through life, to tell us something. They influence our thoughts, they influence our behaviour. Emotions help us to survive and have helped the human race to survive and adapt. They are there to help us to set boundaries and to help us to live by our values, beliefs and ethics. They are there to help us to make decisions and connect with others and to ourselves. Emotions can influence our physical health too. So when we're feeling lonely, sad, depressed, those feelings can weaken our immune system, and they can also stop us from self-care activities like exercise or even showering, washing, bathing, brushing our teeth, getting dressed, making dinner. Some emotions are quite hard to access or confront, like shame. Shame brings feelings of embarrassment, it can bring feelings of humiliation, and shame makes us want to hide from people. Shame stops us from making eye contact with people. Shame can cut into our core beliefs like I'm worthless, I'm wrong, or I'm a bad person. Sometimes we fight against shame, we resist shame, and instead we can become defensive or angry. Shame is such a powerful emotion, but connecting to our shame can help take that power away. And by acknowledging our shame, how do we do that? By accepting and acknowledging that we are holding shame, and also by exploring it in a safe, non-judgmental space. By vocalizing it, it can help take the power away from feelings of shame. Some emotions sit with us for a while, like the feeling of being disrespected, and that can lead to anger and feelings of hurt. But what is the purpose of anger? Anger tells us that someone has stepped over our boundaries. Anger is often an energizing emotion. It helps us to take action. It helps us to fight for our rights, to fight for justice. It helps us to try and right the wrongs that have been done to us. However, if anger is not used in this way, it can be detrimental to us. It can cause conflict in relationships or physical damage when it becomes too overwhelming and leads to physical action. On the opposite end of the feelings wheel, we have the emotion joy. We can deeply feel this emotion. Joy tells us that we have found purpose and meaning, and we can find joy in hobbies, in sports, in walks, in nature. We can find joy in relationships with family and friends, or through looking after and caring for our beloved pets. Joy can often feel peaceful and comforting. these emotions, especially joy, happiness, contentment, it's wise to focus on our gut health. I'm sure we are all familiar with the saying, trust your gut, or I have a gut feeling. And in recent times we've only just realised that there is a connection between our brain and our gut. There's a neurotransmitter called serotonin, and that regulates happiness, and that is produced mainly in our gut. So it's important to eat well to feel emotionally well. So once